Look at this wooden table. It takes a lengthy process to make it. Many forces were active behind the creation of this table, and as a result of such collective efforts, a woodlog has finally turned into a useful table. What were the processes? First, a woodlog is collected from a forest. In the next stage, it is brought to a factory. Before that, someone lifted the log into the car. Someone out there figured out how to turn that log into a table. After that, some people cut and carved different parts of that log using different tools. They put the pieces together according to the plan. Finally, painted that and converted that into a finished product. Now, if a person who is completely unaware of this whole process, who doesn't know what a table is, or if a table can be made out of a woodlog, looks at these processes separately, he or she will perceive those processes as meaningless, isolated events. Until one sees the whole process from a third person's point of view, he or she can't understand what is really going on. This is exactly how the universe works. Here all the apparently separate forces are always active. But if you think about the bigger picture, you will see that in every stage they are in complete harmony with each other, and together they move towards a particular goal. The forces that seem to be separate to us are in fact different forms of the same source. All are actually different manifestations of the same energy. But how can we know what ultimate goal this creation is moving towards as a whole? None of us can see the future, so it's difficult for us to know. Maybe we weren't created to understand it all. Maybe certain aspects are better to remain hidden from us. Anyway, humans are curious animals. Even though there were a lot of blind spots, still we kept trying to understand God. In this process, people from different regions of the world perceived God differently based on their culture and their understanding of nature. And that's why, even though God is the same, we see Him differently. We need to remember that nature is the only creation of God that we can touch, feel, and see. That is why it was nature through which we tried to know God initially. Most religious traditions believe in the existence of one or more gods. But from a scientific point of view, no strong evidence of his or their existence has been found yet. Please note, I am not talking about personal experiences. I am talking about physical proofs. But apart from the Creator, if anything is amazing or divine in this world that every one of us can experience, then that is the universe itself, where countless planets, stars, black holes, galaxies, and many other strange cosmic objects are constantly moving in a certain rhythm, in a certain way. There is no room to bend the rules. It may seem like someone's master plan. The existence of sentient beings also in this vast material world is considered by many to be miraculous and divine. For all these reasons, creation is considered by many to be the form of the Creator, and from these sort of beliefs, pantheism originates. The word pantheism came from two Greek words, pan meaning everything and theos meaning God. So pantheism literally means everything is God. The most notable pantheistic religions are Hinduism and Taoism. In order to understand the nature of existence, we need to understand the nature of causes. According to Greek philosopher Aristotle, there are 4 types of causes behind any event that happens or any object that comes to existence. The 4 causes are formal cause, material cause, efficient cause, and final cause. Material cause is the cause by which something is made. In the case of that table, the wooden log is the material cause. A formal cause is the plan or blueprint on which an item is built. In the case of our table, the formal cause is the plan based on which the table is made by cutting a tree trunk, curving it in different shapes, and so on. Efficient cause is the process or activities through which any event or object takes form. In the case of that table, the efficient cause is the contribution of each person involved in the work, the application of their intelligence and skills. Finally, the final cause is the purpose that the item is made to fulfill. In the case of that table, the final cause is our needs, which is why the table is used. For example, studying, keeping things, or having dinner with family. If we put our universe in place of the table, then it may seem that this efficient cause is God Himself. All the matter and energy fall under material cause. The formal cause is His master plan. But it is difficult for us to understand what is His purpose or final cause. However, if we look around us, it seems that nothing in nature has been created by someone from outside. We need no one to decide whether a dog will give birth to a puppy or not. It is written in its DNA. DNA is the formal cause or blueprint in animals like us. The world of atoms, molecules, and small particles also follow certain unchangeable designs, which we call the laws of physics. The material cause is every element taken from this nature, both mass and energy. But what is the efficient cause? Well, it is a desire. In the case of animals, the desire to stay alive, the desire to reproduce, the innate desire to survive as a species. Everything is happening in nature according to natural rules for natural purposes, and nature is doing it. So nature, or more broadly speaking, the universe is God. God is not located outside, He resides implicitly within His creation. But what is the purpose behind the creation? Schools that believe in pantheism think that the universe also has this desire to manifest itself in multiple ways. And this desire translated into this vast universe full of diverse objects. Hindu philosophy holds that Brahman's real purpose behind this creation is a desire to experience himself or his own creation. From one, he became many to experience himself. This is roughly the essence of pantheism. Now, let's come to Indian philosophy. This is how Indian philosophy or the Upanishads see the creator. And from here, the idea of Brahman originated. Hinduism believes in one true God, but it also acknowledges pluralism, meaning more than one deity. The logic behind this is all deities worshipped in Hinduism are different manifestations of the same Brahman. In simple words, fire is fire, no matter what form it takes. Even all the inanimate objects around us and the living creatures, every single thing that exists is Brahman. Some verses that support this idea. He is omnipresent and resides in all living bodies. By realizing his nature, man attains immortality. The entire universe is covered by that Purusha. There is nothing greater than him, nothing separate or different from him. He alone is constant and eternal. All forms are his forms. He resides in all hearts. Therefore, he is omnipresent, the Lord. The souls of all living creatures are parts of that Brahman, the Supreme Lord. And finally, Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. This is not an egoistic statement. It is used to denote the oneness of the animal soul with the Supreme Soul. I don't know whether universe is God or not, but one thing I know for sure is that we are parts of the universe. So it's better to stay in harmony with it. It's better to respect it. It's better to respect nature.